We're going to call this meeting to order. It's our regular monthly meeting. And Brad, would you read us in the Lord's Prayer?
I will. Bless God. Most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we do thank you for this day, Lord. Lord, we thank you for all your many blessings in life, Father. Father, we thank you for the rain that we had, Father. It was much needed, and Father, the farmer sure needed it. Father, we just ask you now, Lord, that you would go with us as we conduct the county business. And Father, I pray, Lord, that everything that's said and done will be honored and pleasing to you. All these things we ask in your Son Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Ricky, lead us in the
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
public comment. Anyone got any public comment? Emily, you run?
Anybody else before I go?
Come on, they'll let you go first.
I'm not shy. I got two things. I want to ask, are you gentlemen aware that y'all have violated some open meeting rules and regulations?
I'm not aware of it. Well,
Okay. Y'all put in place a mandatory policy change back on March the 15th. Am I not correct?
probably.
Okay. Y'all held a called meeting on May the 17th. During this meeting, y'all interviewed the candidates for the county administrator. In this meeting, y'all narrowed it down to 3 candidates, correct?
Was it 3 or 2? 3, I think. 3, I think.
Why was it publicized?
It was.
It was, Rosemary. It was left in there on the desk.
It's supposed to be in the newspaper for 14 days.
No, that information is supposed to be made available to the public for 14 days prior to.
It doesn't have to be advertised in the newspaper?
That's not what the code section says. It just says the information may be available to the public for their review.
Why was it changed this time? In the past, it's been advertised.
I don't know. I mean, that's just the way.
Whose decision was it not to advertise it?
I don't know that it ever came up to advertising. I mean, you got different board members here, and they asked me what the code said, and I told them that's what the code said, that you couldn't vote immediately. You had to wait the 14-day period.
We waited 15 days. 14.
Oh, y'all waited the 14 days. There's no problem with that. But I just don't feel like the public was notified as should have been. You know, and in the past, it's been done one way. And I understand, you know, Ms. Carla's right. There is a new board, but then, you know, the other thing that I feel like we have an open meetings violation is that y'all voted to approve all purchases. And if I'm correct, the chairman only can purchase up to $5,000, or is it 10?
5.
5, that's what I thought.
Without a vote.
Without a vote. And during this mandatory policy, some of us concerned citizens expressed our opinion about taking vote by telephone or by email. Have y'all taken a vote by phone or email?
I have.
Okay. There was a purchase made on May the 2nd for $43,000 out of the general fund that's not in the budget. Who approved it?
After the sheriff calls.
Correct?
That's right.
Who approved it?
We all did.
In what meeting?
I mean, he could find his cars. He had it in his budget, couldn't you, Sheriff?
That's right.
He's a constitutional officer.
He's a constitutional
It's not,
He don't have to ask us. All he done that is for our blessing.
it's not in the budget, guys. If you look at your budget, unless I've got the wrong copy, and mine is labeled Rhonda Walsh for the first time. If you look at the budget up under Sheriff, and you look up under Code 56020, upon my calling and asking, up under the R&M services, The budget for the year was $35,531.
You haven't any budget yet, sure.
The year-to-date spent $90,441. So we've overspent, 55,000?
Wait a minute.
You want me to call him?
Yes.
Okay, according to Mr., is it Wheels with ACCG?
Right.
According to him, any excess money you have in a budget, you can transfer that from one line item to any other line item in your budget except payroll. And that's what was done. There's nothing illegal about it, not a thing. According to Mr. Wheels with ACCG.
The reason, I don't have a problem with buying patrol cars if we need them, but I was one of the concerned citizens that stood right here in this very room last year about the same time when it came up that we needed a new ambulance due to the rotation process of the splosh. Now, we got three new board members. They may not be aware of this, but Mr. Jerry, I know you are, and Brad, I know you are.
Sure do.
And y'all voted, or that board voted to buy a new ambulance. Upon further research, we found out the funds was not there in the splosh account to buy it, so it was delayed until money was available.
No, what happened there, if I'm not wrong, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but what happened was there were two ambulances bought back to back. That one of the ambulances shouldn't have been bought when it was bought, am I correct or not? Is Ronnie in?
There were two ambulances bought back to back, but we were,
And we talked to Mr. Ronnie about it, and you agreed to let him have the car because they needed one so bad right then. Am I correct, Mr. Ronnie? The reason we went ahead and bought the cars, Ms. Rhonda, was we saved $16,000. And I thought it was a very wise idea.
You did
We
what?
saved $16,000 by buying them two cars. We saved $8,000, a regular $29,500. He took a 15 for $21,500, wasn't it, Sheriff?
21.3.
$21,300.
21.5, that's right, yeah.
$21,500. I thought it was a very wise decision to save $16,000 when we was fixing to come up and have to happen.
Okay.
It's the reason we bought it.
Is both cars been put in service yet, Sheriff?
No, it ain't done ready, have you?
Okay.
That's the reason why we done it, is because we could really save enough money to overpay. You're about to buy another. And here's the problem with the vehicle. If you don't stay updated and you go to getting 5 or 6 at one time with 180 to 200,000 miles, we can't afford to buy 5 or 6 at one time. And a lot of that money was also drug money, wasn't it?
They portions of equipment, these vehicles that we use, confiscated seizure money to help with.
Okay, anything else? Time's up.
That's all I got.
Okay, who's next?
First of all, I'd like to
Thank you, sir.
I've got two mobile homes that I'd like to discuss with y'all. The first mobile home is the eyesore that we talked about last year. It wasn't back on the sale, and I just want to know, what are we going to do about this mobile home? Is it all right for these guys to tear it down, get rid of it?
Morgan, which mobile home is that from Miss Susie now?
That's the one I
Yeah,
got.
that's what he's talking about, he needs to see a picture.
Yeah, the old one, you know, is the one on McDaniels Road.
It's the one that,
Did they split that thing?
Road, like across from Miss Parker. It's got some taxes due on it.
That was $400 according to Appalachian Mattress, that was wanting for just the frame. Even though we discussed it last time, the scrap metal was down, and nobody's gonna pay $400 for that frame.
So there's a lien on it, there's a lien on it?
There was a $400 tax on it.
Tax.
They're trying to sell it just for the frame, Appalachian Mountains. And to me, it's just an eyesore sitting there.
Was it supposed to be on the sale, the suit?
We didn't put it on the sale this time because it didn't generate a bill because of the value. So we're gonna bring some before y'all in the next couple of months to talk to y'all about what we're gonna do with those mobile homes.
What legally can we do with it, Susie, at this point, do you know? Or
We'll have to, Cheryl from Appalachian will talk to you more. But we'll have to, either, do away with the taxes on them because we've notified the owner and they're nowhere to be found. So,
Yeah, one saying she don't own it, and another one saying she don't own it.
who's gonna tear them down? You said these guys who.
Well, the trailer park will probably have his guys to tear it down, or either I think Mr. James might be involved, you know, he might be interested in taking it down. So I know he was out there cleaning up the old burnt one that was there on the corner. And he does good work. And I'll give him that.
Nobody can tear it down. The county's certainly not gonna go out there and tear it down now, because they're, you know, taxes they're going, Susie said
Yeah, that's why
that
we
she's
said
gonna
that.
come and talk. I think she said she was gonna bring a lady from Appalachian to address the board, so we'll address it at that time.
And the other mobile home in question is,
Where's this one located?
that was located inside the truck wash. Now, that mobile home there, it belonged to my niece at one time. She sold it to this lady under the pretense that she would sell it back to her when she got ready to sell it. Well, it's still in my niece's name, so we're trying to figure out who actually owns the mobile home. It says owner, Ashley Reagan. Now, there was,
Did your niece sell it?
she sold it under protest, and the lady was supposed to sell it back to her.
She have that right? She have a written
No, nobody
copy?
can find those little sales or nothing.
Who owns it now? Who did that girl sell it to?
It wasn't sold.
It was sold, it's still in Ashley Reagan's name.
You just said Ashley sold it to somebody.
Yeah, she sold it to, who'd you sell it to?
Actually sold it to Montine Parton, who sold it to Dawn Summerlin, which I have an affidavit from, and it's also, been notarized by Ms. Morgan, who sold it to a man named Ronnie Lopez, who then sold it to my friend Hector, and then Hector gave me a bill of sale for it, which I have a, like I said, the affidavit from Dawn. We haven't been able to get one from Montine yet. I do have the bill of sale from Ronnie to Hector, and I have the bill of sale from Hector to me.
Well, really and truly, I think what y'all need to do is get an attorney and find out whose trailer, go before the judge and find out whose trailer it is. It's not for us to decide.
We can't make that decision.
That's right.
Okay. Good, I was.
That's a legal
Right.
thing.
Well, if it's not gonna be put in my name, is he gonna give me back my $458?
Well, that's for him to decide, not for me. That's for the judge.
Because I got a bill of sale, I got a bill of sale from the guy who owned the trailer. Did not have it in his name. He did not have it in his name because it was left in Ashley Reagan's name, which I did not know at the time. But the point is it was sold from Ashley to another lady, to another lady, to another man, and then to me.
Never
Well,
reported.
y'all,
It was sold to me for the amount of the taxes because he was gonna look it.
well, I'm sorry, but you have to go before the judge and attorney. I can't make that decision, I'm sorry.
I mean, I
That's what you
have
to
most
do.
of the information except from Montine Parton,
You
which
need
is
to
who
give it
she
to your
sold.
attorney and let the judge decide who it is. Thank you.
That's all
Anyone else?
Yeah, I didn't know about this, till Ron thought it kind of caught me by surprise, but since the legislature passed the law requiring that the names of the 3 finalists be available to the public, the county has always notified me to get it in the paper, the Board of Education, the City Council. I'm just curious, why did y'all decide not to?
I didn't decide not to. I thought it was gonna be published.
I
don't know what happened there.
It wasn't in the paper.
I don't hardly ever read the paper, Mr. Thomas. Tell you the truth.
Thank you.
I buy one from you every week, but I have more to do
Can
than
you tell
just
me
sit
who
there
the
and
other 2 finalists were?
I thought we had talked about that, and I thought we said that it wasn't mandatory or something.
It's not mandatory, but it's a matter of practice that they've always done it to let people
I mean, it
know.
was.
And I'm just curious why you didn't want to let people know.
I didn't care.
Oh, we didn't care.
I didn't care.
I didn't care anyhow.
Why didn't somebody call me?
I don't know, it just all got dropped, I guess. It
Why
might have
wasn't
been
you at
my
the
reason.
meeting? Why wasn't you at the meeting?
Call me,
That's not the question. All right, well, who were the other 2 finalists?
I don't know why I wasn't putting there, nobody was.
Who were the other 2 finalists?
It's in the minutes, Darnell Stone and Larry Woodcock.
Darnell Stone.
Oh, and Larry Woodcock.
Larry Woodcock.
That's all.
Anyone else?
I'm sorry, can I just hear from Ashley how she feels about all this? Because I don't hear from Joe. I just want to know if I can hear from Ashley herself, how she feels about this.
Well, look here.
I'm just asking if I could
Really
hear.
and truly, y'all need to carry that problem to attorney and to a judge. So really, we can't decide no how.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else? Right, we got on. Okay, agenda number 5. Number 5, we need to approve all of the minutes on May the 11th, 17th, and June the 2nd.
I'll make the motion. Second.
Any discussion? Not all in favor, vote. Motion carries. Thank you. Approval of all monthly financials. Your motion to approval?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Not all vote. Motion carries. Then the number 7 on the agenda, approve or deny Georgia Intelligent Defense Service Agreement. This is nothing but agreement for the judicial court system. And we've been doing it, just agreement. I think it is mandatory.
There it is.
Yeah,
I'll make the motion that we keep it like it is.
keep it like it is. Had a motion, here's a second.
I'll second.
All in favor? Motion carries. All right, on agenda on number 8, discuss or approve purchase of handicap playground equipment. We'll take one item at a time here. Where this come about, I had a lady call me from Telford County, Miss Harris, and they come, she says there are 2 or 3 couples of them that comes over here to the town's bluff and camp, and they got a handicapped child, and there's no kind of playground fitted for them. And I really don't even know, I know they do probably, but I don't know what kind, so we was gonna try to look into some type of handicap playground system for them. And I told them what I would bring it up at the next meeting, and that's what I did. And so we're gonna try to search in and see if there's something that maybe a handicapped child can play on, that we can put in the playground area. And also, someone brought up about a light out there over it. And I was thinking about it personally myself, if we could put a light and put it on a timer, and it'd be cut off like at 10 or 10:30, maybe while the parents is out there grilling or frying fish or whatever they're cooking. Maybe the kids could be out there playing on the playground and have enough light to be efficient. And then, the boy that just started, Mr. Shelton the man just started working out there. He says they ain't got no kind of mower or nothing to really cut the grass out there. And he cannot push no 2 or 3 acre
No.
or push more and cut it. So we're gonna try to look into, see if we can find, some type mower we can let him use, or either get a little tractor or something with a finishing mower behind it. Because, I mean, that's the only way he cannot keep it. It's impossible to keep it cut and purdy with a push mower. It's too big a spot. And we're gonna try to look into that in the next week or two. We think we got something already coming available. And if we have, we just move it down. We think we already got something in the county that we can cut the grass with.
Mr. Thomas, when y'all bought all the new playground equipment in these cities parks, did y'all look at any of that? Are there any handicap playground equipment? I mean, are y'all at?
We didn't look at that.
It is. I talked to a place up in Missouri, and she was going to send me some pictures. Have a representative from Georgia area send some pictures down.
I guess I've never seen any.
Called ADA accessible. It's for that.
Well, I didn't know whether there was or not, but I did think it, we should look into it because she's asked for it. And they come over there, they said about at least once or twice a month. So that's what I thought we should do. And we'll look into that and find out what we can do. Discuss new or old business. We have got some new business. We got tractor. We're looking for a side cutter, side mower to trim all these limbs. Everybody's calling and complaining about. And we got one from John Deere last week, and we decided to look before we bought and make sure what we were buying, get a little bit more information. Also, Buggy Outdoors sent one. And the price on the John Deere, one of them was 122 something, and the other one was 163,000. And this one from Buggy Outdoors is a Massey Ferguson with a mower cutter head. You can either get the 50-inch rotary type, the blade type, or either you can get the Forester, which is a 36-inch Forester with head, which is more expensive. You'd have to add $1,500 more to it. And Brad and I and Mr. Robert talked about the Forester head, and we don't really know where it would be efficient for us, because if you hit any kind of metal, any kind of rock mostly, or get into some fence, you're gonna replace them teeth, and they carbon tip teeth, and they're about $700 every time you replace them. And you might get $400 or $500, or you might get 2 hours. So we kind of stayed away from the Forster type head, 36 inch. But we was gonna look at these and see what all they have. I was more concerned really about here's a copy of it. I didn't know we had it. Each one was a copy. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. But we was gonna look at them and see if they had open hydraulic, closed center hydraulics, or what, because that makes a difference when you go to pulling the mower. And also, I didn't know, but I talked to a man that knew more about it than I did on these side mowers, and he said make sure that you get one that's built for the frame's built for it. If not, you're gonna have a cracked frame on the tractor in no time, because that thing's heavy when you put it way out there 22 foot. Because this near reached 22 foot boom, and so we really wanted to kind of look at some before we bought and try to make sure we got a good mower and a tractor that would handle it before we decided to buy it. So So what y'all want to do on this, y'all want to vote on it tonight, or look at some more, or y'all want to wait, and they're gonna send a demo, I think it's Monday, he told me they try to send a John Deere, that's 6110, Monday, which is 110 horsepower.
You need an ounce price.
Oh, which one, this one, I thought I did. I did. Well, on the Buggy Outdoor, on the Massey Ferguson, the total cost is $126,873. I'm sorry, I thought I read it. One of the John Deere's was 122 something, and one of them was 163. And the reason we didn't go ahead and buy one is because I knew that the John Deere place had told me to stay away from one, and it was the E model. And that's the reason that we didn't, and I wanted to check and make sure, because they have a lot more trouble with the E model John Deere than they do the M. And it had open hydraulics also. But I would love to look at the mower and see what type mower it had on it. I'm not sure what this has got. Do you remember what he said this had? Brandon? I don't see it on here. I thought it did.
It's 50.
Yeah, but what was the brand name of the mower, you know, if you remember? I also was asking them about, they got extra wheel weights on all sides of these tractors, but I noticed the state runs a dual on the side that the mower's on, and that's for stability. It will really, most especially when you pull down in ditches, it'll keep it from bogging down the pad also.
This place Birmingham's got closed summer hydraulic.
Yeah, that's what you want, close in hydraulic. But I would really love to look at the frame on it, or get somebody that knows more about it than I do, really, to look at it. Because that man pointed that out to me, to make sure we don't just order a tractor and then order a side cutter and put on it that the frame won't hold. So what y'all
I
want?
seen the state, I seen the state, that they was going, it was a new Holland, I don't know what that.
Yeah, that's a whole new Holland, that's a whole pole tractor. Y'all want to vote on it tonight, or y'all want to look at it, and let them bring one demonstrate, or what?
I would look at it. Research it a little more.
A little more, okay, then, we'll just table that till we research it a little more and look at it, have a chance to see what we want to do. Is there any other business y'all can think of? So I need a motion to table that. Yes, okay. All right, I need a motion to go into executive session to discuss real estate. So I have a motion.
Make the motion.
Second. All right, all vote. Motion carried.
We had it today because the rain outside the ball game. They all took it.
Ain't nothing trouble.
This is the first time it's ever.
Member Sessions?
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor? What we did, we went in there to discuss a plat. We already voted on buying a piece of property, but we didn't have it surveyed out. And we went in there to make sure that each one of us was on the same page. And it's down at Burkett's Ferry, or what it is, 1.25 acres. Down at Burkett Ferry Landing. And the reason we want to buy this piece of property is for it to stay open to the public. Because they selling land on both sides of it now, and they give us first chance at this piece of property. And that's what we went in there for, is to make sure everybody, after they got it surveyed out, was what we thought it was. Nothing else, meeting adjourned. Thank you all.
Well, I'm not going to ask you help this time. I got some pictures good this time. Good, no, you ain't. I got to go up here and get me some hugs from Miss Brenda. You gonna come now? I'm gonna get up and walk in.
Research for $2.
Always have.